Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have a lot of watercolor supplies, so I thought it'd be a good idea to create a video on some watercolor supplies for beginners. If I was a beginner, which I kind of am, and I would call myself an intermediary. So if I was just starting out, these are some of the items that I would use, and I have a lot of different size brushes, and I'm going to also do swatches, or see how they move different ways for you guys, so you can see and figure out if you want that too. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, here are some items that I think you should get as a starting out watercolor artist. As someone who is still kind of new to the game, I regret some of these purchases, but of course used them, so I could not return them. I just have a lot here, so I'm just going to kind of go through it and move it out of the way. Okay, sorry, my phone ran out of storage. Okay, the first thing I think you should get is some professional watercolor. You can get a student grade, but honestly, I've used a student grade before, and they don't compare. So find you some good professional watercolors. You can use the Daniel Smith, Winsor Newton. I use the Mary Blue line. I started using this because of Jenna Rainey. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of obsessed with her. Anyways, I use the Jenna Rainey line, and I've also got the Janie Dixon ones. And then I ended up getting this, and I love that I got this because I was able to swatch all the colors like this. And I was able to see what colors I really enjoyed. So I have a lot, and they come in tubes. You can use them straight out of a tube, or you can dry them in a palette like this. And I really love this palette because the pans, the little wells are huge, and I can get a lot when I use a big brush like this. So I have another one that has this half pans, and honestly I like this size better, but I like to use the other one because it's pretty. But I do like this. So, and then another supply that you would need is a palette to keep your dried up watercolor in if you choose to dry them. Like I said, I like to use them dry because then I can just activate it with water, and I'm not using a lot of pigment. So another product you need is a good watercolor paper that's 100% cotton, and you could use some cheaper ones, but honestly you get harsh lines with it. And when I started using the Archie's watercolor paper, I could tell a difference, and I enjoyed painting watercolor because I felt like my art wasn't good when I used cheap watercolor. Okay, I had to move locations because my phone is dying and I don't have a charger where I was filming at. Anyways, okay, so watercolor paper, good stuff. If you get 100% cotton, I like to get the large one. 10 by 14 is the size I get, and that's because, oh, those baby wipes. That's because I like to actually cut it in half so I can, draw on a smaller or paint on a smaller page, and that way I can save money doing that. And that's why I have this one as well. This is 11 by 15, just, an inch on each side larger. And I do that with this as well. And I use this actually for surface pattern design. I like to get black ink and paint that way. So if I wanted to do like a bold or not show that it's actual watercolor, but it showed that it was painted, I like to paint on the Carsons because you can't really tell that much with it. Okay, now brushes. Brushes. I have always used the Princeton brushes. Here are all the ones I use. Everyone uses a size 6 brush, but honestly, I like a size 8 brush. This is the Velvet Touch round, size 8. And I think I have it in the Princeton Heritage brush too. I like both of these collections. I'm sorry, you can't really see. There we go. I like both of these collections, but I like the size 8 better. I feel like it holds just a little bit more water. And for a bigger size brush, I like to use the size 12 brush. And this is the Princeton Heritage brush. This is size 12. Of course, there's a size 16, but I think that's a little too large for me. Okay, peeps, I'm struggling over here. I'm running out of storage on my phone, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you, so really the top ones that I would choose would be the size 12 Princeton brush and then a size 8 Princeton brush. Take this off. Here are the two compared side by side. This one does perfect little flowers for me, and then this one just does the little bit larger flowers if I want a little bit more oomph to it. I also have the size 12 Blooms Velvet Touch brush, and it is a filbert brush. I love using this brush. Makes for easy flowers. Jenna Rainey helped create this, and yeah. Now, if you're wanting some details in your artwork, here is a size 2 round brush that I like to use as well. Don't use it a whole bunch, but I do like to use it for details. And then for a full wash of color, I like to use this 1.5 inch Mottler brush by Princeton. Of course, it holds a lot of water. Like sometimes it's like too much water, but it's good for giving, you know, to make like a sunset or, you know, beach or something like that. Okay, I realized that I never recorded the swatches of each brush, how they make, so I'm going to start it now. This is a size 12 Heritage brush. And this one is a size 6 Heritage round brush, and the size 12 that I just used was a round brush as well. Okay, this one is a size 16 round Heritage brush. And here is a size 8 round Velvet Touch brush. This is the brush that I use on a daily basis and all the time for all my work. I love the way how much water it holds compared to a size 6. And I know I never showed what it looks like up front, but this is a size 12 Blooms Velvet Touch brush. It's a filbert brush. And here is a size 2 round Heritage brush. It is, this will be good for details and stuff. Here is the 1.5 inch Mottler brush, also from Princeton. And I'm sorry, I realized that I was not in line of the camera. My bad. Okay, now these are optional items. This is masking fluid. I've only used one, and I love this one so far. I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. And it's, yeah, so a little small one. And with those, you don't want to use your high quality brushes. You want to use probably some cheap ones. So I have a size 8 and a size 12 brush that I use for, these are specifically for masking fluid that I use for my art pieces. So I don't, you know, mix and match and ruin my other brushes. Now this is really just a kind of, not a splurge, but if you want to add it, if you love gold, I love gold, but Of course, I can't really add it to my artwork, but I do love playing with this. This gold is like literally liquid gold. You need the tiniest amount, and all you do is mix it in with some water and paint with it. Now, I will say, once you paint with it, the gold is going to stick to your bristles. I know I used one of my brushes with it one time, and I was still picking up gold even after I washed it out. Obviously, I didn't wash it out too good, but it was still picking up gold as I was painting. It was kind of annoying, but so I might have to find a brush specifically for this product like I did with the masking fluid. But yeah, so that's everything that I would add for you know, starting out as a watercolor artist. Like I showed you a lot of brushes, but like I said, you only need like maybe 2 or 3 to get you going. And honestly, if you just wanted to get one, just get you a size 8 and see how you like it. It gives you the same point as all your other brushes would. So I regret nothing about these brushes because I do use them all, but like I said, starting out, I would get a size 8 round. So if you have any ideas for a video you want to see, just let me know. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.